God of War 2, new God of War 2, is coming out on PS4 and PS5. I'm Cody Lee, owner of BlackCatBooks.org and author of Cruel and Beautiful and Rabbit Hole. And I am just sitting here laughing at the current state of the PlayStation console brand. What reason would you ever have to upgrade to a PS5? Well, I'm sorry, upgrade. What reason would you have to buy? Would you have to buy a PS5? What reason do you have to buy a PS5? Like, there is essentially none. Like, there is no benefit to owning a PlayStation 5 at all in this day and age. Like, everything of value is not only, like, coming out on, like, other consoles, you know, superior platforms like Nintendo Switch, they're also coming out on the previous generation of hardware, the PS4. And what that means is that PS5 isn't truly an upgrade. It's not running games that can't run on PS4. And this is the thing I've been talking about when it comes to like third-party games in particular. But there really is no justification for major third-party games like Resident Evil 2 Remake, like Witcher 3, like Mortal Kombat 11, like Doom Eternal to not be on Nintendo Switch. There is no justification. People like argue that like they would be difficult to port. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. Just put the game on the hardware. I don't care. I don't care about the specifics. Just put the game on Nintendo Switch. And what we're seeing now is that the PS5 is so unpopular. It's been such a failure in general. Like it's had such a small audience since its inception that most people are still playing it primarily their PS4s. Like the new generation has been upon us all year, right? And nobody gives a shit, and not even the developers, and they know this. So as a result of this, in order to replicate the success of the original God of War, the original new God of War, they're gonna have to put God of War 2 on the PS4 because otherwise it's not going to sell nearly as much. And people are going to start noticing that, like, wait a minute, these PS5 games simply aren't selling. Like, these PS4 games are still doing reasonably well. You know, they launch they launch and sell like a couple of thousand copies or whatever before they like fall off the charts and are replaced by Switch games. But like what happened with Resident Evil 8, right? Like, it launched and it sold the most on PS4 in Japan. Right, that's kind of what we're seeing right now is that like most players, most gamers, if they're buying games on PlayStation at all, they're doing it on PS4 because PS5 offers no incentive for an upgrade, and that includes the visuals, that includes the frame rate, like that includes like everything about the game. Like PS5 doesn't really do anything that makes it worth owning. It's just a hunk of plastic.